Are we on?
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
Hi. Hey, what's up, dude?
Not a whole lot. Just chilling to the max.
And then pass it on to Matt. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You ever just chill to the min?
Yeah.
A little micro chill?
Yeah, I do a lot of micro chills throughout the day. That's like kind of the best part about working from home.
Yeah.
You can do a
Chilling
lot
to
of
the
micro
min.
chills.
Riff Central.
High energy on a Wednesday.
Yeah. I am on PCP.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's why there's a huge brown stain.
Dude. I finished the story.
Let's go.
Yeah. Do we just get into that?
Yeah, let's rip it.
Okay. Let me put my jersey on.
Nice.
Seems fitting for today.
Jeremy.
Yep.
Is that him in Newsies?
It is. It is him in Newsies.
I could tell by the outfit.
Yeah, that's a good giveaway. Eyebrows also. I mean, you know, that they just do so much. All right. So the enthralling conclusion of the pretty good mythical mystic adventure hour, part 11, I think. Okay. Our heroes hop off of the boat at the cloud wall, and the cloud wall slowly moves away, revealing the North Pole. Wow, the North Pole. I guess it's true what they say, says Max. What do they say? Asks Lobo. Dude, we never talk one-on-one. Look at us, says Max. Guys, I think we have company, says Jeremy. I wonder if there's a bar here, says Samson. As our four heroes and William Shatner are walking down an icy road, Max notices that it's a lot like that scene in Star Wars: A New Hope where R2 is going through that canyon and the Jawas are watching him through the rocks. Hey guys, this is a lot like that scene in Star Wars: A New Hope when R2 is going through that canyon and the Jawas are watching through the rocks, says Max. Just then, a swarm of little dudes with bells on their hats rush in and start trying to fight our four heroes and William Shatner. Luckily, these little dudes are only like 2 feet tall, barely going past everyone's knee, so everyone just starts punting the dickens out of them. Little guys are flying everywhere. It's hilarious. And it's all fun and games until a gunshot makes everyone go silent. After a second, we see that one of the little guys is holding a gun, but he's not. After another second, he falls over. Dead. Ha! Must have grabbed one of the guns I was returning. They keep shooting the wrong way, says Shatner. How long did it take you to figure out that mistake? Asks Samson. Longer than I'd care to admit, says Shatner. While they're talking about this silly little gun malfunction, Lobos is silently getting tackled by the little guys. They put little tape around his mouth and tie his hands up with little strings. They take him away into the North Pole, never to be seen again, until convenient. Where'd Lobos go? Asks Jeremy. Probably to go find a bar, says Samson. Hey, guys, since that guy's not here, can I join your crew? Asks Shatner. Do a backflip and we'll think about it, says Max. Shatner does a perfect backflip with no hesitation. Whoa. Nothing left to say other than, welcome aboard. Your first duty is to go find Lobos and bring him back to us. Later, at a convenient time, ideally on some sort of flying vehicle. Yes, Captain, says Shatner. Whatever, says Max. Shatner runs off. And I realized that he comes back later, so he forgets and comes back. And now it is Shatner, Jeremy Sampson, and Max off to find Santa. Guys, look, says Sampson. There's a flyer on a wall advertising for a band of some sort. Carlos Santa, a Christmas-themed night of music covering Carlos Santana's greatest hits. Huh. Santa's in a cover band? Asked Jeremy. Hey guys, that's a cool flyer and all, but I was looking at the building that the flyer is attached to, says Sampson, pointing up to a sign showing that they are standing outside of a bar. Can we go, please, please, please? Asked Sampson, much like how a child would ask about getting McDonald's. Fine, one drink, and then we gotta get Santa, says Max. I don't think that'll be a problem, dude. Look inside, says Sampson. We see Santa in jeans and a tank top singing Maria Maria. The little guys in the crowd are going crazy. Santa goes for a stage dive, lands on all of the tinies. Lots of them die, but nobody seems to really care. Santa gets up, peels a tiny off of his stomach, takes a bite out of its head, and throws it into the corner. Who are you, Talls? Asks Santa. I'm Max, says Max. I'm Jeremy, says Jeremy. You think I'm tall? Says Sampson. Oh, I think I've seen you when you're sleeping. And who are you supposed to be? Spock? Says Santa. Fuck you, man. I work in returns. For you, says Shatner. Sorry, ho-ho, homie. I run a big operation here. I can't remember everyone's name, but I can cut their pay, says Santa. Whoa, this is like Newsies, but instead of newspapers, it's with toys, says Jeremy. Zip it, handsome. I'll stuff you in a stocking, says Santa. Hey, you don't talk to Jeremy like that. And it is just like Newsies, says Max. Fuck you, legs. I'll talk to anyone I want, however I want. I run the North Pole, says Santa. Wait, so is the North Pole just some sort of big pyramid scheme? Asked Sampson. What? No, it's a multi-level marketing plan. Now, if you guys are able to recruit any tinies, you can have 3% of every toy they make, says Santa. That's a pyramid scheme, says Sampson. Yeah, you're asking us to recruit people, says Jeremy. I don't know, guys. 3% seems like a pretty good deal, says Max. Shut up, Max, says Shatner. Fuck you, dude. I'm just saying it seems like something we could consider, says Max. They all start bickering. Santa breaks it up. What are you fucks doing here anyways? Asks Santa. All right, we came to kidnap you. We're going to take you and show you on the Jumbotron at the Super Bowl, and then we're going to promote our podcast, says Sampson. How the fuck are you going to kidnap me, let alone get me to the Super Bowl? Asked Santa. Well, the kidnapping part should be easy. We'll just tie you up and stuff one of these little fellas down your fat, bearded gullet. As for getting you to the Super Bowl, haven't quite figured that out yet, says Sampson. Honestly, slay, says Santa. That's it, says Jeremy. What's it? Asks Shatner. Sleigh. We'll take Santa's sleigh to the Super Bowl, says Jeremy. Cool. Also, Santa, before we tie you up, what happened to Lobos? Asked Shatner. Who's that? Asked Santa. He saved the Great Gatsby, says Jeremy. Doesn't help me much, but either way, he must have been on the naughty list. We usually kill people when they those people when they show up at the North Pole, says Santa. Damn, what do you have to do to be on the naughty list? Asks Max. Let's just say arson, says Santa. Oh, that's not that big a deal, says Sampson. I don't care what you think. I'm finna kill him, says Santa. Well, we're finna take you now, says Jeremy. You and what space laser gun, says Santa. Bang! A gun goes off. Shatner just shot Santa in the legs with some sort of space laser gun. Ow! Fuck! Ow! What the fuck? Ow! 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 Says Max. What happened to you? Asks Sampson. UTI, says Max. I have creams for that, says Santa, pouring blood. Max walks over to Santa. Shut the fuck up, Max says as he kicks Santa in the teeth. What was that about? Santa asks with a mouthful of broken teeth and blood. I found more PCP. You guys want some? Yells Max. Please, everyone says in unison. A PCP-induced montage begins. Danger Zone, Thunderstruck, and Freebird all play at the same time. It sounds terrible. Samson, Jeremy, Shatner, and Max all take a bunch of PCP and beat the coal out of Santa. Once they're done bashing in every part of Santa, they tie him up with Christmas lights. He's barely clinging to life. It's hilarious. Everyone makes cum onto Santa, signaling the end of this part of the story for about 5 seconds. All right. Now, we need to get this cringy cunt sleigh, says Samson. Wait, dude, look, says Max. Everyone looks at Max. He's covered in rats now, but in a cool and not gross way. The rats are like tame, like the bird lady in Home Alone. How the fuck did you find all these rats? And how were you so chill with them? Asked Shatner. You'll never believe me, says Max. Yeah, you're probably right. I guess we should get going too. Look over there, says Shatner. A massive tiny army of tiny little Santa helper dudes can be seen charging towards them. They're only about 40 yards away, but they got little legs, so it takes a while for them to get up to our heroes. Guys, I think we might have to do more PCP and prolapse these dudes, says Max. Max, that's the best way you could have said that, says Jeremy. Save the dick sucking for after the Super Bowl, Jeremy. And Samson, find a way to play Fortunate Son for this montage, says Max. Yes, chef, says Samson. The montage begins. At first, our heroes are winning, but Samson takes way too long trying to play Fortunate Son. So morale starts to dwindle. The littles slowly start overpowering everyone. It's starting to look like they might not live through this. Well, boys, it's been an honor serving alongside you. Sorry we couldn't save the Super Bowl, says Max. That's okay, Max. You did what you could, and that's all we can ask for. You also have a six-pack, says Jeremy. Thanks, man. I guess since there's no Super Bowl now, I guess the dick sucking can resume, says Max. Jeremy gets ready to suck Max's dick when all of a sudden they hear Fortunate Son playing in the distance, but it's getting closer. The tiny dudes start running away as Fortunate Son gets louder and louder, much like how sleigh bells would if Santa were approaching. A big red sleigh lands atop a bunch of the smalls, popping them like gushers. Max's dick is still out of his pants. Then, what appears to be an older woman stands up from the sleigh. She pulls out a machine gun and just flattens the tiny big army. The old lady turns around, pulls off her wig and glasses, revealing that she was not in fact an old lady, but in fact it was El Lobos. Is this a convenient time to show back up in this story? Lobos says. What? I can't hear you over the music, says Max, putting his dick back in his pants. Sorry, still figuring this out. Did you know that all these sounds are Bluetooth speakers? Not a single bell on this sleigh. Also, the reindeers don't really do anything. This sleigh has an engine. I think that Santa just likes tying them up and whipping them. But enough about me. Come on, guys. We gotta save the Super Bowl. And are those rats? Says Lobos. They are rats. Can they come? Says Max. Wait. What if we put our pretty good logo on the rats and then release them into the stadium for promo, says Max. Or says Samson. So down. There's no way that could end poorly, says Max. Well, what are we waiting for, says Lobos. Max, Samson, Jeremy, and Shatner pick up Santa and chuck him in the back of the sleigh, and they set off to the Super Bowl. Back in New York, Mr. Footbaby is watching the game. He's sweating and nervous. Back in the sky, our heroes are approaching the stadium. Damn, this thing's fast, says Shatner. That's saying something, seeing how you've flown spaceships, says Jeremy. Huh? Says Shatner. You know, Star Trek, says Jeremy. Never heard of it. Anyways, you guys ready? We're over the stadium, says Shatner. We are? Where? Says Samson. He jumps to the side of the sleigh to get a better look, but doing that made the sleigh wobble. It wobbled enough for Santa to roll right out of the sleigh and plummet towards the 30-yard line. Ah, fuck. Not ideal, says Max. Santa hits the field and explodes. Blood goes everywhere. The players on the field don't know what to do, so they just start fighting each other. Fuck. I think we ruined the Super Bowl, says Max. Oh, but wait, Max. We still have Jeremy Jordan. And the rats, says Samson. You're right. We should release them onto the field, says Max. But we'll need a distraction, says Shatner. I think I can help with this, says Jeremy. Yes. Lobos, bring us down, says Max. They bring the sleigh right up to the stadium. They might have parked in a handicap spot, but we're choosing to ignore that. They hook up a microphone to the sleigh's Bluetooth speakers. Well, Jeremy, do your thing, says Max. Jeremy starts singing. It obviously sounds amazing. His throat is healed up perfectly. At first, a few people walking by to stop and listen. And then, gradually, people inside the stadium start coming out to hear the sounds coming from Jeremy's mouth. It sounds so good that Max and Samson almost forgot about the rest of the plan. But just as everyone's getting outside, Max and Samson run in with a big bag of rats. All right, Jeremy's probably got a couple more songs in him. Man, I wish I could be a song. Then I'd be in him, says Max. Okay, dude. Okay, man. Let's get these rats out, says Samson. They dump the bag of rats onto the sideline of the field. The rats start spreading around. We hear Jeremy begin singing Santa Fe from Newsies. Perfect timing. Let's get out of here, says Max. They both run out as fast as they can, not because they're being chased, but because they want to hear Jeremy's money note. They make it outside. Jeremy sees them. They give Jeremy a thumbs up. Jeremy winks at them. This time, Samson comes, but on Max's behalf. Jeremy belts out the final notes of Santa Fe. Max and Samson hop on the sleigh, and Lobos begins flying away. Good job, everyone. We did it. Let's go fly above the stadium and see how it turns out. And meanwhile, Mr. Footbaby won his bet. Because even though Santa exploded, it was still technically Christmas-ish. But Mr. Footbaby never got to watch Footbaby Jr. grow up, because as he was celebrating his victory, he choked on a pencil. Which is a weird thing to do, but he did it. And we will not elaborate on it any further. Because of his family. And back to the game. Our heroes are floating above the stadium. Everyone on the ground is slowly filling back in. Hey, so, Jeremy, remember that whole, save the dick sucking for after the Super Bowl thing? Max says as he spits out his gum and gets on his knees. Wait! Listen, says Jeremy. They all look down to see that the audience is very much not into there being 1,000 rats running around on the stadium. Everyone is screaming and running around. I don't understand. What's the problem? Says Max. Dude, did you put our logo on the rats? Asked Samson. Dude, I'm literally on PCP right now, says Max. Man, I can't believe summer break is almost over. Soon we'll be in high school. The big leagues, guys. Says Shatner. Yeah.
Oh, that's my favorite trope.
Yeah, I didn't put the logo on the rats. Totally forgot, says Max. Hey, let's wrap this up. You guys want to do the rest of this PCP and touch dicks? Asks Lobos. Yeah, everyone says in unison. They all do PCP, touch dicks, come, pass out, wall hard, wake up, harder, and then later they all had soup. The end. Hashtag summer of 2013. So that is the end of the Pretty Good Mythical Adventure Hour
Holy shit.
series.
Wow.
Yeah,
That was amazing.
cool, nice.
Great ending.
Yeah.
You put everything in there.
We did what we could. But yeah,
It's a lot like that scene from Star Wars: The New Hope, where like all the Jawas are watching R2 as he goes through the canyon.
it's in the little
Yeah,
and
it's a lot like that.
it's like quiet. And
Mm-hmm.
you kind
they're
of see
like,
the little dudes like yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that part.
You said elves the first time you mentioned them when they first attacked, and then you didn't call them elves the rest of the story.
Yeah, some of them weren't elves.
It was really funny. You just
I mean, you know,
Okay.
maybe
They're just littles, tinies.
just littles.
Littles and tinies.
Yeah.
Santa is the
It's kind of a dick.
yeah. I was gonna say he's a dick. I was also gonna say he's like a very specific type of dick, since he's like in that Carlos Santa band. You know, he's like the front man for it or whatever. Like, I feel like for me, like if you're gonna do a cover band like of a single artist that's like really good, like a cover band makes sense, but a cover singular artist just feels like really self-centered, and like you think you're like, he's like, I'm doing Santana better than Santana.
Yeah, maybe he's more of an impressionist.
It's like the guys on the strip that really think they're Elvis.
Yeah. And twice a week at this bar, he fully impersonates and embodies Carlos Santana.
Who's a super nice guy, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Santa's a dick. I have that written down.
Nice.
And then I wrote, is this Newsies?
For which part?
It was when you were talking about Santa firing or lowering the wage.
Yeah.
That's a part. That's like a scene in Newsies.
Well, I mean, Newsies is just, you know, they're all the little kids running around selling paper. And then the big dudes who own the paper company decide to not pay them as much because they're like, oh, that means we get more. So, and then
the North Pole's an MLM pyramid scheme.
Yeah, it's the tippy top northest point of the pyramid.
So much sense. That prompted me to remember a bit about how stand-up comedy is a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
And then I was just kind of thinking about it, and I was kind of like, America's kind of just a big pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
And anyways, so I wrote that down in my joke book, but because I'm going to do something about that. Naughty list people get killed.
If they get to the North Pole.
Only if they're arson committers. Or is that like just a general example? That's the only thing that'll get you on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What color was the laser from the space laser gun that William Shatner used to shoot Santa?
What color do you want it to be?
Like magenta.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
It was black.
Okay. No idea where the rats came from. We were on PCP during that time.
Yeah, man.
There were 3 fight montages.
Probably.
First one was Lobo and us like first fighting the elves or littles until one of them shot themselves with the backward shooting gun. And then there was another one where we were all on PCP just kicking the shit out of Santa.
Yeah.
And Freebird,
Thunderstruck, and
Danger Zone, all playing at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I want to know what that sounds
awesome.
like.
Sounds so sick.
Fortunate Son montage. Did I ever get the Fortunate Son playing? I kind of like
No.
Blacked out right there during that third montage. And then it was looking bad, like we were gonna get demolished by the elves. And so you pulled your penis out?
Uh, no. I don't. I mean,
Because you said when Lobo showed up in the sleigh, you put your penis away.
yeah. I think it's. Oh, I think I said something, and Jeremy said something, and I was like, "Save the dick sucking for after." But I like, well, I don't know. Actually, I don't remember.
Okay.
I could find out. Let's find out.
Sleigh has an engine.
Yeah.
Did you get that from the Tim Allen Santa Claus movies?
Maybe.
I've seen that. Or is that what that? Or is that
I don't-
Buddy the Elf?
Elf, I think might have
Elf
one.
might have had one, I think.
Let's
So we
see.
forgot to put the logos on the rats.
Yeah,
There was one continuity mistake.
probably.
Jeremy was the one who was not supposed to know what Star Trek was. So him doing a Star Trek reference was weird.
I thought he was like acting it. Oh, all right. Well,
But that's a very nitpicky thing that I just wrote down because
maybe he learned throughout our travels. Maybe he looked up this dude and
Santa
saw
exploded.
spaceship. Yeah, big time.
okay. Players fought. Jeremy distraction. Rats went onto the field with a big bag. Santa Fe, obviously because of Santa.
I found the dick sucking part where my dick is out.
Uh-huh.
It's yeah, we're getting taken over by the littles, and I say it was a pleasure serving alongside you. And then Jeremy says, "That's okay, Max. You did what you could, and that's all we can ask for. You also have a 6-pack." And then I go, "Thanks, man. I guess since now there's no Super Bowl, I suppose the dick sucking can resume."
That's right.
That's why the dick is out. And then Lobo shows up.
And then Max
Dick
puts his
goes
dick
back
away.
in. Yeah.
There was just no like actual like Max pulls his dick out.
No, it was. Yeah. So I guess maybe it was out the whole time.
You kind of foreshadowed it a little bit, or like it's up to the reader, I guess. Reader's discretion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun.
Just depending
fun
on your
way to write.
perspective, there could be thousands of different variations of this story.
You could have pulled your dick out 3 episodes ago and just had it out.
It could have been.
We were on PCP the whole time, so we don't remember anything.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
It's on PC penis.
Actually, the way that we wrote this story down, because this all happened, but the way we wrote it down was the same way that Joseph Smith transcribed the plates after he lost them. Where God spoke to him in the hat.
With dick out on PCP. Hard. Nice. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess there's maybe a selling point for. I believe it.
Had soup, summer 2013.
Yep.
Love it. No notes,
Cool.
except for the ones I took. But
Except
that's
for the
mostly
notes,
just
yeah.
for reminders of what happened.
Yeah. So I guess now we can get back to writing about other stuff.
Yeah, finally.
Maybe we'll transcribe the whole story and make it into a book.
Ooh,
A
children's
sh-
book?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. No, maybe that wouldn't be it.
No,
There's a lot
yeah.
of sex in the story. Not a children's book, but an illustrated book. I think it
For
should have
kids.
pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Very detailed pictures.
Well, yeah, we're gonna hire
Yeah.
a really good artist.
Yeah. And after all.
You're my wonder wall. So interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
Netflix financials, 3 months ending 9/30 for 2011 and 2010. They increased their revenue from 553 million to 822 million, but their cost also went up from 345 to 537.
Is that your like closer or something?
What?
Is that like your closer?
No, I think it's
Your
just an old problem thing from college.
oh,
It's an old college notebook that I have now.
it's not like Samson's hot newest bit. Hi, I is Samson. Samson hunt buffalo with
Mhm.
spear.
Mhm.
Very cool.
Yep.
Is that also college?
Yep.
What are all these numbers?
This is from I think our this is from the first month or so that we started doing the podcast, and these were times that I had written down as that could be fun clips
Oh,
for promoing. And it looks like it has episodes 7, 6, and 10.
nice.
And then over here is episode 1 and 2.
Damn, was that a clip that was 5 seconds long? 7 seconds? Nice.
A lot of these are really short, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 10.
Right on.
Yeah. I don't think I made any of those.
Nice. That's awesome.
I could for
yeah.
sure. Go back.
Hey, who's
And then-
stopping you?
These are all this whole front section is all from college.
Right on, dude.
Yeah, pretty fun stuff.
Yeah,
Pretty fun stuff.
for real. Do I move like a tall person?
Yeah,
Fuck. I gotta fix that.
yeah. Yeah, you need to like smooth out your movements a little bit. Whoa.
Yeah,
Jesus, my bad.
just been feeling clanky.
Yeah, you definitely kind of have the tall person, like, you look a little bit like a giraffe.
Like
Like
when
the
I
way
move,
your
or-
arms and your legs like move, it's just like, it's too much.
Sure. Yeah, no, I get that.
You should wear baggier pants.
I don't like baggy pants.
Not like baggy, but like straight leg.
Okay.
You just wouldn't be able to see your bony knee folds.
That's literally the hottest part about me. That's what everyone says. Like, let's see those.
It's like a skeleton dancing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the old cartoon where he's like, and then he pops his head off, and
Mm-hmm.
does a little basketball trick with it.
Yeah, it's super in right now.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's always in. I mean,
Mm-hmm. It's like looking at shark scales up close.
love that.
Yeah.
Shark Week's coming up.
Is it?
July.
It's an interesting way of
I mean, it's
perceiving
coming
time.
up.
Yeah. It sure is, man.
It's creeping up.
Right around the corner.
It'll be here before you know it. You'll blink your eyes and it'll be Shark Week, and you'll be like, God damn it, it was just Shark Week.
I swear, like I've missed it about 10 years in a row now, but I keep telling myself I'm really passionate about sharks.
I've never missed it.
Oh, okay.
Last year, Jack Black and Dwayne The Rock Johnson hosted.
Yeah,
The year before that, it was Prince Andrew.
really.
Yeah, the one from the Epstein files.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he host well? Did he swim with some sharks?
They just had him in a cage the whole time.
I mean, that's kind of a little ironic. Sort of a how the tables have turned kind of moment.
Yeah, it was like a really big play on the Shark Week director's part to like, cast him and then like do that as like kind of a protest of like, hey man, like here's the real monster, And so, yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking Mirror to society, man. Wow. So that's why they call it Discovery Channel. Like, they're geniuses, dude.
2025 G Easy hosted.
What? Do these guys even like sharks?
Everybody likes sharks.
Devin doesn't.
Okay, Devin.
Devin's the best hacky sacker.
I know that Devin is the best footbacker, you know.
Thanks for correcting me.
Yeah,
on that.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
What's on your thing right there?
Some on my calendar popped up, and those are the ones that just don't go away. Yeah.
Sign up Wednesdays. Sign up Wise Guys.
Oh, yeah. Going to Salt Lake next week.
Oh, yeah, you got to sign up for Wise Guys. Week out.
Yep.
Yep. How long are you going to be there?
4 or 5 years.
Damn.
Yeah, serving a mission. I'm doing like I'm going to Salt Lake to serve my mission.
That's really funny, actually, because when I was in Payson, Utah last year for a bike race,
Yeah,
I was walking around the neighborhood that our Airbnb was in, and 2 Mormon missionaries were like riding their bikes past me, and I was like, "You guys got sent to Payson, Utah for your mission?" And they were like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "That's hard mode, dude," and they like laughed and tried to pitch it, but I was like, "I've heard the spiel." But yeah, it was funny that you said that because I have ran into people doing that, and it just seems like a waste of everybody's resources and time.
Yeah.
What are you going to missionary though? Because you're obviously not going on a Mormon mission. You're going on a Maximilian mission.
Yeah, basically I'm trying to flip Mormons.
Yeah.
I'm going to make them
Then
gay.
that's the perfect spot.
Yeah.
A lot of them probably already are.
I mean,
Just deeply closeted.
Yeah, they just don't know it yet. I just gotta show it to them.
They're just deeply closeted.
I gotta chisel away those sharp edges and fuck them.
Yeah.
in their butts.
Which is hard for you because you are also a deeply closeted gay man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, it'll be a lot of discovery on both ends. And the channel and Shark Week comes up really soon in 5 months.
It's true. But you'll be back in time because you're only going for 4 years.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be fucking unreal.
Why are you going? Family stuff?
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Everyone died.
Okay, sorry.
Every single one. Dude.
All of them? Was this like some kind of freak bus accident or like family reunion?
No, just
bombing?
All separate things, but all at the same time.
Like Final Destination type stuff.
Basically, man, it was crazy.
That is crazy. What are some of the things that happened?
Let's just say arson.
Okay.
Poisoning.
What kind of poisoning?
Medical prescribing the wrong cough drops. And murder homicide. 3 of them froze to death.
Murder homicide?
Yeah. Yeah. It was so bad. Yeah, no, that's what I meant to say. And they got killed so hard. It was ruled a homicide. They had to make a whole new murder homicide. It was bad, dude.
Okay.
It's super dead. Like, think of someone you know that's dead. They're way more dead.
Okay. They were the murder homicider, or they had the homicide murder happen.
Dude, they're still figuring that out.
Okay.
That's how new of a term this is.
How many people are involved in this situation?
Thousands.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's kind of like a Heath Ledger Joker situation almost.
Yeah. I've never seen Star Trek, but sure.
It's a great movie. Play. Sorry, it's a play.
It's a play.
It's a play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
Yeah, it's like one of those old Shakespeare ones.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. liveth longeth and prospereth.
But softer light through yonder window breaks.
Exactly.
It is the east.
See, you know it.
And Juliet is the sun.
You know it. We were talking at your open mic yesterday about reviewing stand-up again.
Oh, yeah.
Should we each listen to... Should we each... Do you... Okay, first off, when you... Because
Spill.
all my sets are like all my voice memos, or like I try to record everyone, but sometimes I forget. But I rarely, lately, I have not really been labeling the sets.
Yeah.
So it just says new recording, like 155 or whatever. And so I can like usually figure out what they're from, like which open mic they're from at least by like what the day of the recording is, the date or whatever, or like if it's a showcase by how long it is.
Yeah.
But I used to, when I like was about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, no, about a year ago, I was like going back and listening to each one. And then I would like, you know, write down like
stuff.
Yeah, I would label it like with some almost like how they, you know, label bits on like a stand-up album of like, okay, this is a 3-minute set with 3 bits, and the bits are like planes, like cars and whatever, automobiles.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And then sometimes I would also write like good set or like strong crowd or like poor crowd, good set, or like, you know, like so I used to like take
Two
full
girls,
notes
one.
and be like cadence is good here, but laughter isn't at the right spots, or like, you know, work on delivery of this one, or take note from 3 minutes in where new punchline is said. And I just need to start doing that again. And I don't know, do you do that? Do you like label them, or do you just have them in your voice memos as like new recording?
It's like hooked up with the like my maps on my phone somehow. It like basically wherever it records it, like will say where it was recorded at. It doesn't just say new recording. It'll say like when I have a bunch of like Mad Swede, it would just say like night at Mad Swede.
Oh, really?
Oh, 2 or well, yeah. So that's kind of how I. Sometimes it's wrong and it'll say like the business next door, but I know what it means.
Yeah.
And then also I guess looking at how long the sets are probably helps me. Every once in a while, I guess I'll rename them and stuff like that. When I have to like send one to someone or something, then I'll do that and stuff.
Do you think about like, because when I'm like getting ready for a set, a lot of times I'll, you know, I have words that will prompt what each bit is, you know, and so like when I'm like prepping a set, I essentially will make a bulleted list, and I'll write down like a prompting name for the bit that I'm going to do, and then I'll write down about how many minutes it should take me to do that bit next to it, and then I'll add up all the time to make sure that I like have enough to hit however long the set that I'm going to do is. And a lot of times when I'm coming up with like the things to prompt me for like what the bit is, right, I like to think of it like I'm naming the bit for an album, and like trying to like see the set list like you would see like an album, because that's like how I originally experienced like stand-up, was via like stand-up albums on iTunes and stuff, you know, and on Pandora. And so like I don't know, it just like I feel like a lot of with the social media and stuff, and like with kind of the weird transition of like, you know, streaming specials and like less recorded stand-up albums, like audio only, and like distribution of CDs and like that type of thing, like I feel like not a lot of people are naming their bits like that anymore, I guess. And it's just something that I think is fun to think about and like look at, and I do a lot. Do you ever do that?
I mean, kind of. I like if I like jot down what jokes I want to tell before I hop on stage, I'll just name it something. So I'm not typing out a full joke on my thing and you're keeping it small and easy to read. So yeah, I think so. I think
When you're coming up with the name for the joke, do you usually use like a phrase or word from the setup or the punchline? Or just come up with a general concept and don't use like an actual verbiage from the joke?
I mean, sometimes I'll think of like a clever wordplay thing that reminds me of the joke sort of thing, but yeah, a lot of times it's just like UTI, tall, 6-pack, washboard, just I might not even say those words, and I definitely say them, but like they're just, I don't know, keywords.
Yeah. When are you leaving for Salt Lake?
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Like during the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the 3rd, or that's the day. That's the day that you asked me to guest host for you at Ocho's. At Ocho's, one of the first, this next day is the 10th, right? Because you'll be gone both Tuesdays?
I might be back in time for the other one, but it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a long drive.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Tuesday to Tuesday.
Every Tuesday, come to Ocho's for an open mic comedy. This room is beautiful. This is the best comedy room you've ever seen. It's absolutely gorgeous. The building is just old and brick and voluptuous and has beautiful bosoms.
Yeah, dude.
Got a lot of new wood in that building.
A lot of old wood, too.
Yeah.
Where it counts.
Okay. Do you want to listen to one of your sets first? Or should we listen to mine? And what length should we pick? Like a five open mic, maybe?
I was going to try to find like just a short one.
Okay. I'll do the same.
Let's see. Where's the fun? Yes, this one might work. Hopefully. No, I don't want it. It's bad. You're not gonna like it. How about
what's the date of it?
Let's fucking shit balls. How about one from Mad Swede from December 20th, 2025, and it's 4 minutes and 20 seconds long.
December 20th, 2025.
Yeah.
4 minutes. Do it.
I think.
Interesting. I don't have one from that day.
Soon I will be living with that man unattended.
Okay.
Oh, it's a late night Saturday, that's why.
Okay. Here's the thing I wrote. So a little bit ago, I was told that you can't make like rapist jokes.
Oh.
And I think you can, just because I don't think it really matters if you make a rapist feel bad about what they're doing. Call me crazy.
This is some infancy.
I think there's a handful of people in the world that it's okay to make fun of just based on who they are, and it's okay to make them feel bad. Like we do it with Italians, we can do it with rapists, I think. And if you're a rapist out there, you suck or whatever. But the joke, basically, I was told you can't make a joke about a rapist, so out of spite, I tried to write one. The premise is that there's a lot of people that have like favorite serial killers. It's really trendy right now. A lot of people thought like Ted Bundy was hot and stuff, but it's weird if you have a favorite rapist. Not saying like you should be like a fan of the rape, but if there's an amount of a thing, that means you can you can rank it in terms of like favorite to least favorite. That's just an unfortunate truth, I think. Mine's Bill Cosby.
Tough crowd.
I think his voice is funny. Fucking sue me. It's like how people have like a favorite war. Like hopefully you're not a fan of war, but like a lot of people have one that they know a lot about or something. Like my favorite is Star Wars or whatever, which is dumb.
I keep saying whatever.
I should
It's
say
your new
like
filler
Civil
word.
War, just because I think it's funny that you have civil and war in a sentence. I think if you're being civil, you wouldn't be killing people or whatever. And that's funny to me, and that's why Civil War is number 2 on my list. But Star Wars are number 1. Mostly also because there's in Revenge of the Sith, in that Star Wars movie.
Didn't know if I made this connection yet.
He's turning into Darth Vader, and it's like in that transition period, and he loses an arm and 2 of his legs, and then he gets burnt alive, and then unfortunately stays alive, which is like the worst part about getting burnt alive. And they're putting him back together, and during that scene where they're putting him back together, they like lower a mask down onto him, and he has this kind of like, oh shit, this is really it. And that always reminds me of a time where a girl went to sit on my face and she queefed on me, and that's like that makes me laugh. And it's one of those like kind of point of no return sort of thing where like, and in the scene you see the mask coming down and you see like the 2 eyes opening up, just like when, all the way down to like the and that's why Bill Cosby is my favorite rapist. Alright, that was my rape joke. Give it up for Tanya again. Whether you watch him or not.
It's crazy hearing that joke in such a different order than you finalized it in. Like,
yeah, because it's perfect now.
Yeah, and you completely, it's like the whole Star Wars portion comes before a lot of that other stuff now. And like, I don't know, I feel like that was really interesting, like listening to you like rationalize it before you started telling it too. And like part of that, there was a line in the very beginning that you still have in the current bit that you told in McCall the other day, where you're like, I think it's okay to like make fun of rapists, right? Like, yeah. And just like it's, but yeah, I've heard you say just like it's okay to make fun of Italians.
Yeah.
That's a really funny line, and I feel like you could add another punchline there that's like, and if you're an Italian rapist, forget about it.
Yeah.
Or you don't have to say forget about it. You could say like, go fuck yourself, I'll kill you. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. But I just feel like that would be a funny little add in there. But
honestly,
I like that line.
It just gets I think I stopped saying it because like for some reason Italians have a problem with it.
Well, yeah.
And well, it's like, first of all, like, shut up. Like, who cares? But also, like, I guess if we want to get to the Vatican is in Italy.
Have you seen Gangs of New York?
Maybe.
With Daniel Day-Lewis and
maybe
Leo DiCaprio. Maybe, is it Daniel Day-Lewis? I think it is.
I feel like I have,
but it's like it's based in like the Industrial Revolution, and it's like about like when all the Italian immigrants and Irish immigrants are like essentially like going to war against each other in New York, and I think you might have started that again.
Yeah, you think so? Stick.
What are your thoughts hearing that back again?
I'm glad I figured it out.
Yeah.
But I also know that was necessary, and I needed to say it to people to figure that out. So, there were a few laughs I could recognize in there.
Yeah, same.
That's when I hear those, I'm like, I don't know if it was funny or not.
I heard Tilly. I heard Clay. I heard Tanya. Clay is usually pretty reliable. I feel like he gives laughs easily, but he laughs at funny stuff.
Yeah, right.
Like he has like a one of those, because some people are like just a tough laugh. Like they just don't like. I feel like a lot of it is people who have maybe been told before that they have weird laughs, or that like their laugh is like really, noticeable, and so then they're like afraid to kind of like break out into laughter in public. And like there's like with a lot of like new audience members to stand-up comedy, there's almost like a kind of like, oh, can I laugh at this, like to it, like are other people looking at me, are other people gonna think I'm weird for laughing at this bit, and like I think that's kind of like one of the best things about being like, a good host, and also just having like a good warm room, where everyone feels like comfortable, that they're not being like gonna be called out, like I think that's like a big problem now that I've noticed, is just so many audience members being like, I'm not gonna get like made fun of for sitting up front, right? And I'm like, not if you tell me that, that's something that you don't want to happen. Then if it's a showcase, I'll make sure the comedians know not to like do crowd work with you. Like it's pretty easy, I feel like, to like, hey, don't. Most comedians have material. They're not doing like just crowd work either. And I think that's a misconception that a lot of like laymen to comedy have.
Yeah, I mean, the internet's full of crowd work. I see why people think that that's a thing that happens all the time, but yeah, I don't know. What?
I don't really know. I think I just said something.
That's all right.
I think I was just saying like an opinion or thought there. I don't think I didn't do a good job warranting a forward conversation.
That's all right.
That's my bad.
I mean, you fucked up.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, it's a podcast. I should be.
Yeah.
Really moving with the grooving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this ain't tennis. It's hacky sack.
Oh.
we both want each other to hit the ball.
And just when it hit me, I turned around and said, okay.
You got a set?
Yeah, I got a set. Right here, baby. This set is from, yours was how long? 4 minutes, like 30 seconds?
4 minutes and 20 seconds?
Okay, I'll do one that was 4 minutes and 17 seconds. And it is from February 16th, 2026. So just...
It's like 5 months ago.
All right, here we go. Oh, here we go.
Let's see. I'll talk about another story that I had with the police when I first moved here.
Oh, this is from Monday open mic.
You guys got to hop in Hannah's live?
I started recording late.
Which Monday?
This was not this last Monday, but the Monday before. There was a girl who is a Boise State student, and it was her birthday, and she brought like 30 of her friends to watch her do the open mic for the first time. Nice. And I put her up like last, and I went up and did like 10 minutes or something, and then I realized I had forgotten to like start the recording, and like everyone was still kind of like getting to their seats, and so I hit my record button for this one last bit that I told them.
Okay.
And so this is like the last 4 minutes of my opening host set from 2 Mondays ago.
Okay.
Full room.
When I first moved to Boise, it was like right after COVID. I graduated college in 2020. I moved here, and Havanas was like open in 2021. I think I was down there and I was getting drunk, and I was like again on the verge of blackout. Right. This is a general theme in my life. Nobody gets it. All right. Yeah. So.
Rough.
I'm down there, and you know how behind Havanas there's like that alleyway. And there's like the dumpsters.
Yes, I do.
You know? So I like decided that I was gonna piss behind those dumpsters one time, and I'm taking a piss, like right behind the dumpsters behind Company S in the alleyway, and I feel a tap on my shoulder, and so I like turn around midstream, and I'm like looking down, and there's like these boots, and I like look up, and there's like a shine on his chest, and I look up, and it's a cop. And I'm just like pissing all over him. And he's like, what you doing? And I'm like, I'm pissing. And he's like, and then I blacked out. And then when I blacked back in, I was getting home, and I reached into my pocket, and I pulled out a ticket out of my pocket for public urination. And so I went to court for it, right? Because I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. And on the ticket, he had marked that there was body cam footage. And if you guys didn't know this, body cam footage is like public information. You can like request it. So I requested a copy of the footage because I'm like, this footage is gonna be golden, right? Yeah, it's a heat pun. Yeah, like golden shower. Yeah, this guy. I like that guy. All right. So anyways, they send me a DVD. The Boise Police Department sends me a DVD a couple weeks later.
BPD
and I have to
DVD.
go to the thrift store and buy a DVD player. Because my Xbox doesn't have the disc drive, you know? So I'm like, I'm shit out of luck here. So I go get a DVD player. I put the DVD into the DVD player. There's nothing on it. It's just blank. It literally says empty drive. Like they never even fucking burned a video onto it. So I'm like, I'm taking this shit to court. And so I go to court, and it's 2021, and so it's still Zoom court. So when you go to Zoom court, you load into a waiting room with everyone else that has court that day. And it's like 20 dudes in their trucks at their respective construction sites waiting on their DUI cases, you know? And so I'm like freshly graduated from college, so I throw on my fucking collared shirt and my little tie, you know, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking get off clean on this shit, you know? I'm not in my truck, I'm like at home, I have a Zoom background, that's like better than everybody, you know? And so I get into it, and I'm on the Zoom call, and the judge is like asking my story, and I tell him, and then the guy
I was born
and the cop's like, the kid pissed on me, you know? Look at the pants. And he holds up like these pants in a plastic bag, like there's some kind of evidence, you know? And so I was like, dude, you don't know whose piss that is. You could have pissed those pants, you know? If the piss don't fit, you must have acquitted, you know?
It's crazy that joke gets laughs in the year 2026.
When I pissed on the cop and again, when I got off the case, you know? Because I pissed on the cop. Anyways, that was another story about being cops.
That was terrible. That was the first time I told that bit since I first started doing stand-up, I think. Like my very first year.
Yeah.
It's less of a bit and just like a story with a couple of really bad, cheesy punchlines. And I don't know, I was very like, so this was okay, when this squad, when I say this fucking squad, dude, literally starts flooding into Voodoo Cellar of like 30 college kids, like, and they just are filling every single seat in there. I haven't had that room packed in a while, and like I had kind of like gotten used to just doing, you know, rooms, like empty rooms a little bit. And so like having a real crowd, and for some reason college kids make me really nervous. Like I feel very like, because I was really judgy when I was in college, and I just feel like they're like a lot of them were on coke, and I just feel like they were, I don't know. I don't know why I did those bits either. I also like, it was like one of those nights where I didn't really think about what I was gonna do, you know, and then so I'm up there and I'm like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And then I just kind of, you know, fucking
Yeah.
blah.
If the shoes
Word vomit
piss,
story.
wear it.
Yeah. I didn't like that at all. I'm probably never gonna do that again.
The blacked back in line is pretty funny.
Blacked back in.
When you're like, and then I blacked out, and then when I blacked in, I had a ticket or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
fun line. So if you scrap the whole joke, you could put that in something else.
Well, I say that a lot, so that's good to know.
Piss don't fit, must acquit. I don't know. No one. You don't know what that means. No one
It's an
knows what that
OJ
means.
joke.
Yeah,
Snow J
but,
reference. Snow J trial
Like,
reference.
the fuck you mean piss don't fit?
Well, cause the body cam. Okay, I did a bad job of telling it. Because there's no body cam footage, like the cop had said, there's no evidence that I actually pissed on him. He could have just pissed his own pants and said that I pissed on him,
Yeah. No.
and so the piss might not fit me. It might be his piss that it fits him.
Yeah.
I like that line. I don't know. That's like the only part about the joke that I do like, to be honest.
All right.
I don't know. I love cheesy bullshit. Corny.
Sure.
I love cornball shit.
Yeah, you're a cornball for sure. I think I think that's why people laugh at that line, because they're just like, what the fuck did you just say?
That makes sense.
Like, the pants probably fit the cop. And then you pissed him. I really think it's funny thinking about a cop like deleting body cam footage because you pissed on him. Maybe like he got hard or something and was like, I can't show this to court. That's when he learned that he liked it.
There's like a weird groan that he makes. Like he's like,
He only gave you a ticket to give you his number.
The whole like
fuck, I gotta hear.
the whole like getting a ticket for public urination is true. I don't know if I pissed on him. He did mark on the ticket that there was body cam footage. I did request it. I did get a blank DVD. I did take it to court, and I did beat it because he didn't show up.
Nice.
And so,
All's well.
yeah. But I think it's a lot funnier to imagine that he like showed up with like these piss-stained pants in like an evidence bag, and he's like, "See, he pissed on my pants," and it's like,
That is funny. They had to like X-ray that. Sir, what is this? Those are piss pants. It smells terrible. It's from the piss.
so you can smell the beer, so you know it's not me. And I'm like, no.
Why didn't you wash these? Man, they are piss pants.
We speak about pissing too much. I gotta piss.
All right.
I'm gonna piss my pants. If
Okay,
I
well,
don't run right
let's finish. You
You want
gotta
to just
go, like,
finish?
now?
Want to just rip
Or-
it? Should we just rip
Yeah.
the Band-Aid off and finish? Okay.
Yeah.
I have so many shows coming up. Oh my god, when is this coming out?
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, March 3rd. I have a show March 5th at the Olympic. I have a show March 6th at the Cowboy Room, March 7th at the Cowboy Room. Come see me tonight at Ocho's. I'll be hosting. There is a Off the Cuff on March 13th. I will be doing Tree Fort this year, as will Max. Okay, those are my dates.
What?
I'm doing the pee dance. I have to pee really bad.
Pee pants.
Pee dance. The pee dance. I'm moving in my pants and I'm peeing in my dance.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably have shows too. I don't know. We go on the internet. I'll put them there. Fucking yeah.
Buy our merch.
Buy, but yeah. Bye.